Hi! Alright, so I'm gonna try to remake this questions video. Because last night I was really tired and it wasn't very good. Alright, so let's start out with, let's see, Anonymous asked, have you ever changed clothes in a vehicle? Yes. Surprisingly enough, that's actually one of my secret talents, is that I can change my entire outfit, jeans included, in an outfit while driving without endangering myself or anybody else for that matter. I've done it several times. I can change an entire outfit given enough stoplights and slow traffic and straight roads. Would you change your name? I'm gonna say no to that. I really like the name Tiffany. I feel like it suits me really well. I can't really think of what I would change my name to, or at least anything that would suit me as well as I feel like Tiffany does. I don't think that I look like anything else. I normally get mistaken for Stephanie, and I would never. Stephanie, I don't think that suits me very well. Best memory you've had in a library? Let's see. I think. There was this one time, my friend Chance and Chance is actually on Tumblr. He's a few loose screws, and he's one of my oldest friends. He and I were we were throwing little paper balls at my friend Erin. She was asleep on the table, and she was sleeping, and she was sleeping on her side like this, and we were throwing them down her shirt, and she woke up, and she woke up really fast, and she flew herself backwards, and she flipped out of her chair, and she wasn't hurt, which is why it was actually one of my favorite memories, because we laughed so hard that the librarian told us to leave. I hope he remembers that, because it's one of my favorite memories of high school. Let's see. Let's see. I've got one. If you were stuck on a dessert island, not a desert, but dessert island, what 3 desserts would you eat all the time? Let's see. I would eat mint chocolate chip ice cream. I would eat peach rings, and I would eat. What else? Probably angel food cake. I can eat an entire angel food cake by myself. Let's see. Oh, here's some questions from James. Question number 1, what do you think of James? I think he is a pretty alright fellow. Do you agree or disagree, and why? I agree. I think he's wonderful. He definitely is one of the most honest and interesting and sweet and kind-hearted people that I've met on this site, and I dearly, dearly, dearly adore you, James. I think you're wonderful. He asked also, if you could summarize the story of your life so far in 5 words or less, what would they be? I put some thought into this, and the best thing that I could come up with, I was running, but God, ... Because if you know my story and you kind of know the details of kind of some major events, it really is a story of, but God did this whenever I was running in the opposite direction. Let's see, what is one physical and one thing personality / character-wise that you noticed first in men? Let's see, the first physical thing that I think that I notice, it's kind of tied between, I notice their eyes, and I notice their smile and how genuine it is, or lack thereof. I really appreciate a really genuine, good-hearted, full-face smile, as far as physical traits. And one thing character-wise, I think the first thing that I notice, and it's like a thing that's like a really big like personality turnoff, is like arrogance. I don't do well with people that puff themselves up or feel the need to compensate for I don't know what. But just let's see. Movies that always make you smile. Let's see. I love Disney movies. Those are always really great. Let's see. One of my big time go-to movies would be Singing in the Rain. I really, really love Singing in the Rain. I thought of a list earlier, but I'm really the worst at remembering things on the spot. So we'll just leave it at Singing in the Rain right now, and I really like Studio Ghibli movies. I really love Howl's Moving Castle. That movie is really, really beautiful, beautiful thing. If you've never seen it, you need to. Favorite type of pie? Uh, Something with fruit in it. I'm gonna say a really well-made apple pie. It's top notch. What's your favorite cookie? Matt asked that. Matt, I think my favorite type of cookie is usually there's something with peanut butter in it. I like peanut butter crisscross cookies a lot. Let's see, Jack. Why do you like the circus so much? Oh, okay. Interesting. I don't actually know. I can't really pinpoint. I remember being a little kid, and I don't know if necessarily I watched this because I was interested or if I became interested because I watched this, but I watched a lot of Cirque du Soleil whenever I was really young. It was something that I just really, really latched onto as just something that I just thought was just the coolest thing ever. And I watched a lot of Cirque du Soleil, and I took a lot of gymnastics when I was really young. I took gymnastics for like 6 or 7 years, and I was really good at tumbling, and I loved working on the bars, and I had it in my head. The very first career choice that I ever picked was I actually wanted to be a trapeze artist. And I actually got told by several people at a very young age, when I was still very impressionable, that that was not a stable career choice. So I didn't keep going with that. And also, the place where I was doing gymnastics wouldn't let me just do bars. They didn't offer a class for just bars, which is ridiculous in retrospect. Like, that's so cool. That was like the best thing. That was my favorite, actually, was because I felt like it was what I wanted to do. And to be honest, I'd still, if I had the opportunity or the time and the money to take lessons, to go back and take bars lessons again, I would totally still do that. Let's see. And also, if I've ever heard of a band called Vermilion Lies, whose music and aesthetics revolve around circus themes, yes. I actually have heard of the Vermilion Lies. It's been a while since I've listened to them. I used to listen to them a lot with, like, in tandem with Amanda Palmer, because her original band, the Dresden Dolls, is very punk cabaret and kind of the circusy feel to a lot of their stuff. But I do like Vermilion Lies. It's been a while since I've listened to them, but I do like them. I like a lot of interesting music, a lot of weird stuff. Biggest dream and biggest fear. Biggest dream. It's I don't know. I'm kind of stuck on like a hypothetical and like a reality. Like, in reality, my biggest dream is I'd love to be a child life therapist, which, for those of you who don't really know what that is, you see them in like hospitals a lot, and they work with like kids that are terminally ill, or they work with kids that just that are sick, that need procedures done, or sometimes they work with like siblings of children like that are sick. And it's like basically what they do is they counsel these kids, and they take something that's very scary and make it a lot less scary, and they help them understand what's going on, and they help them, especially when parents don't know how to talk to their kids about being sick, or they don't know how to talk to their kids about being afraid, and it's like they'll call in the child life specialist, and it's like, we play with the kids, and we talk to them, and we take something very big and very overwhelming, and we make it something that they can understand and kind of wrap their hands around and say, okay, this isn't so bad, I can get through this. And so I'd love, my biggest dream is I would love to be useful and to work, as far as like in a Christian sense, work for the kingdom in that way, because I feel like that would be such a good arena for me to work. I love working with kids. My biggest fear, I'm really, really deeply, deeply, deeply afraid of people finding out that I'm not like, or that people will eventually come to the conclusion that I'm not worth love, or worth investment, or worth time. I don't know how to explain it exactly, but it's like I just get this overwhelming fear sometimes that like they're gonna get really sick of me eventually, and it's irrational, and not because I'm like the greatest thing ever, but just because like that's a silly way to operate. It's a silly way to think about things. You shouldn't do that. But that's, yeah. So my biggest fear is feeling unloved, I guess. Top 5 musicals. Okay, this is a relatively easy one. Let's see. Top 1 would definitely be Next to Normal. After that would be Sunday in the Park with George, Merrily We Roll Along. Let's see. 4 and 5 spots change a lot, a lot, a lot. But probably Evita would be next, and Jesus Christ Superstar. I really love that show. Please don't call me a heretic. Um, those shows mean so much to me. I'm a big believer in that musical theater can change people. And if you've never seen any of those shows, you should message me because I can link you to videos for most of those shows, if not all of them. It's really, really, really great stuff. Let's see. And Matt asked something about an empty hearse, but I don't know what that means. Is that I don't know what that is. Anyway, that's all the questions that I got. Thank you guys for giving me questions. If you've got any more, I could make a second video later or something. I don't know. But yeah, this was fun. So I will talk to you guys later. Bye.